lot of times my issue is people are not setting goals that will be something that somebody who becomes rich or could do anything. You got to be excited about working on that for 10 years. So you got to have a big enough goal that you attract the best people and you retain them and you keep them focused. And then in my experience, you don't go wrong. Maybe you don't hit it next year, or maybe you fail entirely and you discover something more exciting to work on with the same set of people.
One of the things that I'd been through as a student was some leadership training, and one of the things they taught us was to not be afraid of failure, and instead to have the goal to fail a lot quickly, and then eventually you'll succeed. And I sort of took this to heart, and they also had a slogan called "Healthy Disregard for the Impossible." And they actually made you write down sort of the things you would do that were kind of impossible, but you thought you might really accomplish. And that's really stuck with me in everything that I've tried to do. This is how we keep our innovation running. I think usually as companies get bigger, they find it really hard to have small, innovative projects. And we had this problem too for a while, and we said, oh, we really need a new concept, the Google Ads. That's a small project that we're not quite sure if it's going to work or not, but we hope it will, and if we do enough of them, some of them will really work and turn out, such as news. But then we had a problem, because then we had over 100 projects. And I don't know about all of you, but I have trouble keeping 100 things in my head at once.
Yeah, I talked a little bit about focusing the company, and I think that I want to talk a little bit about making some big bets. And we always try to concentrate on the long term, what we're doing for the long term. And I think that many of the things we started up that are really big now, like Chrome, were seen as kind of crazy when we launched them. And so how do we decide what to do? How do we decide what's really important to work on?
We see, hundreds or thousands of people come to us who want to commercialize something or want us to collaborate with their business. And we actually look at these, and I look at quite a few of them. And my guess is like one a year we are interested in. So, the trick is to have the one that somebody's going to be interested because it's a good idea, and not to, be one of the thousands that come through all the time.
Google's mission is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. And one of the things that surprised me, that's a very broad mission. It's a lot of work. We're not going to achieve it anytime soon, right? It's almost an impossible task. But it's an exciting task, and one that you can get other people excited about, and they can help you. And one of the things that also surprised me is it's sometimes easier to do something that's harder because other people get excited about it, and you can get much more resource. You can get tremendous resources to solve a hard problem, whereas you might only get minor resources to solve a small problem.
Anything you can imagine probably is doable, right? You just have to imagine it and work on it. And things that we thought were almost impossible. So we were interested in machine translation. There's services on the web. We had licensed one which could translate between different languages. And obviously for search, if the information's not in your language, we can't find it for you.
So I'm going to switch gears and talk really briefly about entrepreneurship. So I'll try to give you some of the things I think are really important that other people won't tell you or won't stress as much. And one of those is really just don't settle. It's very, very, very important if you're starting a company to have the right people involved. And I can't stress that enough. I've been, enormously happy with people we've had involved at Google with my co-founder and with Eric. And we took a long time to find these people, actually. I've been working with Sergey for a really long time, but Eric took us over a year to hire Eric. And just generally, having great people involved that you really like and that are compatible with you and all those things is tremendously important.
Recently, I reorganized a bit to focus on product areas. And I think, in any company as it grows, if the company's not static, which it shouldn't be, as it grows and it changes, you need to reorganize it. And just the question is, are you keeping ahead of that? And looking at our business is pretty complicated. We have all these different products. We have advertising, we have search, we have Chrome, we have Android, we have YouTube, and so on. And those things are actually relatively different. They have different things going on. So I think I kind of moved that up a level in the company and made sure that we were super focused in each of those areas on what our user experience was. And I think that's helped.
I want to talk about dreams for a second. And in my case, literally a dream. When I was in college, I was sure that I'd been admitted by a clerical error, probably a computer error. And because of that, I had an irrational fear I'd be sent home on the bus. And Sergey's here knows this is true.